Managing your business expenses can be super easy using this template. This is available at savvyandthriving.com in Google Sheets and Excel, and let me show you how it works. So what we want to do is just highlight the previous items and then hit the delete key, and then we're starting from scratch. We're going to put in the date of our expense. So we've got all these categories pre-filled in, which you can totally edit. So we're just going to say we're going to put in salary. We're going to choose whatever company we worked for. So say this was a virtual assistant company, and then say, this is going to be January assistant help. And then say we spent, $652.25. Once we add that in there, it will change your expenses by category. And so what's going to happen here is everything that you have spent, it's going to track it by category. So you can see for this pay period or this month, we have spent $1,852.25 on salary, 13% of your expenses. So it's really easy to see and track what you've spent the most on, where you need to cut down on. Oh my goodness, my rent is 24%. Can I get that any lower? My services, I'm spending 19% of my budget on services. Where can I cut things? So this is a great way to just eyeball and see where you're spending your most money of your expenses. So let's just do another sample here. Let's say we're going to do supplies. And then let's say this is going to be the paper co. And this is going to be, computer paper with a P. And then say we spent $25.25. And then that will add to how much we've spent in supplies, which is $167. If we spent more, it would change it drastically. So, and then this also will calculate how much you spent total for your expenses. Now, this is great. You can print this out. You can, share this with other people if you need to. Also, if you wanted to change the categories, and if you didn't like mine, you wanted to use your own, you want to click on the drop down box, choose the little edit button pen, and then you can make changes. So if you want to change this to staffing, you can change the color, hit customize, choose the color that you would like, and then hit OK. You can also add another item there as well if you needed to add more. So that's essentially how it works. Just make sure that it applies to the range. This is going to be C5 to C, the row is down to C40. Colon C40. This is especially helpful if you make changes to the whole sheet. If you ever needed to add more rows, highlight the bottom one, and then we're going to add, say, 10 more rows to the bottom, hit add. And then this little blue dot, once you highlighted it, you're just going to drag it on down, and then that way everything will be in there. You want to also make sure that, your total spent, that you've changed that, and make sure that it goes down to the row. So you've added it down to row 50 now. So this needs to be sum of F5 to F50. 50. Say you wanted to keep track of your expenses per month. So what I like to do is just click on the drop down box and then hit duplicate. And then we're going to rename it. And this is going to be, business expenses January. So you can, highlight everything that's already there, hit the delete key, and then now you've got a blank slate for whatever you wanted to use for expenses for January. So that way you can keep track of it by month. So that's essentially how this works. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm at savvyandthriving.com, and you guys have a wonderful day.